Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on CSS text alignment and text direction. And right now we'll be discussing about the CSS text alignment to the right. The text align property is used to set the horizontal alignment of a text. So let's get back to our document quickly. This is what we have in our previous tutorial where we discussed about the CSS text align to the left. You can check all this tutorial on CSS text align playlist or CSS text alignment playlist for you to be able to follow along easily. And right here, this is our text alignment, and we gave this text alignment property a value of left. But right now, I'm going to change it to the right. When I save this, I come back to my document, I reload. Can you see what occurs? This is text align, and it take our h1 tag to the right. So definitely you should know that any element in your right inside your body element or wherever you have that h1 element, it is going to be start from the right side. So let me save and reload my document. When I reload, can you see this h1 tag is starting from the right, and this one also starting from the right, no matter where you use them. So but the thing there is that, let's say you want to be specific with your h1 tag, with the h1 tag you want to be at the right, and you can just give a class to this one. Maybe you can write a class of maybe right. If you like, you can write right, and you can just come here and put dot right. So it's just going to be only this one that is having the class of right. When you save your document and come back, when you reload now, can you see only this one is at the right, the rest come to the left, right? So let's continue our discussion. Let's now say, for instance, now if you notice very well, the gap in our which our h1 element can take inside this, which it can occupy inside this our fit set element. Let's confirm the gap. Like this is how we are going to do it. I'm going to copy. I'm going to add another h1 tag here. Let me add it immediately after this p element. I'm going to give it a break. Let me just add h1 tag here. When I add it, I will hear cool stars, and I'll save my document and reload. Now you can see this h1 tag here. Let me bring it to the top a little so you guys can see what's going on. Let me bring it to the top very well and bring it to this place. Cool. I'll reload my document. Now as you can see, this one is at the left side. This is the, definitely you should know that this is the, if we are adding anything to the right side right here, so this one will be accumulating the space, all the space by the left side like this, reach this level. So let's add something to our top 10 strength so you can see what I'm talking about easily. Let's say, for instance, now we add w into our top 10 strength. When I place my mouse around this left here like this and reload, can you see what happened? The w add to the right side like this, and it shift to the t shift to the left. So that's how our document will be doing till until it shift reach this side where we can control it more better. Can you see it's shifting until it reach this level? So let me add more. When I reload, I want to see what will happen. Let me place my cursor here. Can you see? Can you see now? It jumps, right? The reason why it jumps is because it's now beyond. Oh, yeah. The reason why it jumps is because this is having gap here. So we have already created the gap there. That's why it jumps. It shouldn't jump, right? Now let's reload. Can you see? Now it's until this thing, this top 10 reach this left side, right? This is the margin, this is the padding and the margin. This is the exact spot where our where our h1 tag paragraph can reach. So let's now say, for instance, now if you notice very well, everything is just going horizontally. Nothing comes vertically. The only way anything can comes vertically automatically is if you mistakenly have a space between these two. When you save your document now, you are going to see. Can you see? That is the only way it can jump to another section. But if it's not having any space like this, everything is together like this, it's never going to jump at all. So automatically by default, if you're mistakenly have a space like this here now, you will see. Can you see? So the page is going to break automatically from the place where you are having the space. That's one of the things I want you to take also. And again, before I forget, firstly let me remove all this one so our document can look neat. And also this one also. Let me reload my document. Now if you see, you can see it very well now, like because we are having space immediately after our top 10 strength, which immediately after our h here, that's why the rest jump to this place now. But again, we can still control this much better. So let me turn all this to capital letter again and do more with this. Now let me break it here. Let me break it from here. I will not break it now for now. Let me do something. Let's say for instance now, all this one now, they came from the left, from the right to the left, right? So I want to control the paragraph myself. I don't want it to fool all the h1 paragraph there. So that's where I can now use what? I can now use my padding. If I use my padding like this, and I just use, especially if I use my padding left, when in our previous tutorial I discussed about the CSS padding. You can check my playlist. I have a full playlist on CSS padding, so you can be able to understand in an easy way. Let's say for instance now I have 50 pixel padding. You are going to see the amount of let me use 50%, maybe 50%, yes, can work better. So as you can see, so definitely I'm telling my my element, my h1 tag, that it should only take 50% out of the h1 tag, out of this element fit set or the h1 tag there, so that it will not reach all this left side. That's what I'm saying. Now the rest document I'm writing now, I can now give it a space. If I give it a space, right, you are going to see. Can you see what happens? It starts from the 50%. So let's say I add more. Let me add more to this now. Now add more to this. Can you see? So it will never go beyond. Can you see what happens? So if you keep adding, can you see? Anything you are adding, you will never see it go beyond this 50%. You never see it that way. You never see it going beyond it. So else you can now break it or give it a gap. If you give it a gap, like this, then if you give it a space, can you see? Now we are able to see them, but they will never go beyond. You should know what I'm talking about now. They will never go beyond our. Let's say for instance now I give it a space here also. Can you see? It can never go beyond the 50% of this screen. So that's what I want you guys to notice very well. I'm purposely doing this in this manner. You can use your gap also. If you use your paragraph also, if you use your enter key, when you press enter also, it also works also. But if you use space also, it works again. Can you see? When I use gap, when I use enter, and when you use let's say for instance now this is small letter. Let's see if it will work. Can you see the small letter doesn't create another paragraph for us. But the only thing that can create another paragraph for us is the space. If you have, wherever you have space, then the paragraph will come up. Whenever you have space, the paragraph will come up. So that's part of the thing I want you to take from this. Can you see? Every place we are having space. If you notice very well, let's say I start from here. Let me write SP. Let me write SP. I'm going to see the reason why I'm doing this. In the future, when we get to the advanced level, in all these things, everything you are learning from here now is going to be so useful and so reasonable to you guys. So let me just remove this class here so you can see everything I'm writing clearly, and let me remove this from here. Let's save our document now and reload. You are going to see what will happen. Can you see all my SP? So only wherever I put space like this, everything will start again. It will start again. It will start again. It will start again. So I want you guys to practice this thing. This is so sensitive. So sensitive. So I don't want you guys to think I'm rushing you guys, or I'm keeping some things for you guys. That's why I'm purposely doing it one by one, so you guys can be able to understand some tricks in different level. If you can stay focused and be studying this our CSS playlist gently, you are going to understand everything you have to know about CSS in deep details. So because I'm covering it in depth, so I think I'm done for now. But if you notice that very well, this our padding now is around the 50%. As you can see, no text we wrote that can ever go beyond the 50% of our screen, as you can see. So, but if you say 80%, you are going to see what will happen. Can you see? Definitely another thing, of course. Definitely we will need to write something also in a way that it will work with it. If you notice very well, the 80% is from here now. So let's say for instance now we now have like 20%. Can you see? 20% is from here. So anything that have the capacity of that 20%, it will come up. It will take everything that have the capacity of 20%. When it reach capacity of 20% like this, capacity of 80% like this, then it's going to jump to another line, jump to another line, jump to another line, jump to another. That's how it works. If to say this one now is not beyond 80%, it's not up to 80%, it will not join these two things together. But because this one and this one now, when they calculate it together, it's like it reach up to 80% can be used. But if you calculate this one and this second one together, it will go beyond 80%. That's why it just jumped to another line immediately. So because if you calculate all this one and all this one you are seeing right here together, that is what I want you guys to know. So please, you yourself, you can just study this gently the way I'm doing, because we specify in this place now. Let's say we specify 20% now. Our document is 100% or whatsoever, but the remaining percentage is this one. So it calculated all the remaining percentage. That's why we can be able to have two segments here. But let's say the remaining percentage, the remaining text here before we reach the space is beyond the remaining space, so it's just going to cut it. It's going to break the page immediately at the place where you found the space. That's what I want you guys to notice. But in the future tutorial, when we get to the advanced level, you are going to be understanding this much more better. And what akorede ayofe is my name once again. I wish to see you guys next time to the next tutorial. Peace and love. Have a great day. Thank you so much.